Yo, it's Cinderella. So, what up? Today I'm going to show you how to take a long sweater and make it shorter like this. And now it looks like this. So the first thing you're going to do is try on your sweater, and then you're going to fold it up and find the length you want it to be. When you have that length, you're just going to use a pin. Just use a pin and pin it in place of where you want your sweater to stop. So you're going to lay your sweater out and you have the pin marking there where you want the bottom of the sweater to be. We're going to cut about 3 fingers width from the pin. So you always want to leave yourself some extra fabric. So we will take the 2 front parts of the sweater and line them up on the bottom. And now we'll just flip the sweater on its side like that. Make sure these parts are nice and lined up. And then you can use extra pins to pin further along the sweater so you know exactly where to cut. More pins, and now we know we're going to cut about 3 fingers width below the pins. So you're going to take a good pair of fabric scissors, and we can cut through both layers of sweater at the same time. So we're just going to go in with our fabric scissors. I know it's scary, but just start cutting through both layers of sweater until we get to the other side, like that. So now you can take this fabric away, and who knows what you use that for. Maybe a nice scarf or something. So the first thing we're going to do is cut a piece of thread about the length of your arm. Cut it like that. And now we're going to put it through the hole in the needle. Got it. Now you can pull your thread through until the ends meet at the bottom, and then we can smooth out our thread. So here's our sweater, and we're going to flip it on its wrong side. So we're going to be sewing it inside out basically. And take out the pins, and we're going to roll up our hem. So you're going to roll this up once and then twice like that. So there's no raw edge hanging out. And then you can use your pin to hold that in place. So just down and out through the fabric, and it's holding a nice rolled hem in place. And you're going to do that all along the bottom of the sweater, just using your pins down and up, and we're doing that all along the bottom. I'm going to use black thread so it's easy for you to see, but you would normally use thread that matches the fabric. The first thing you're going to do when you start sewing is sew starting on one edge. You're going to go in through the hem and out through the body of the sweater, and then pull your needle almost through but not all the way through. So don't pull your thread all the way through. We're going to go back through those same holes or close to the same holes again, and this creates a loop of thread like that, and you will put your needle through that loop and then pull it shut, and that kind of knots your thread in place. And we're going to do at least 3 knots to really make sure that's nice and secure. So now all we have to do is sew all along this rolled hem. So you're just going to go through this hem part and out through the sweater and pull it through. And it's as easy as that. Through the hem, out through the sweater, and pull it through. And every now and then you can take out your pin, and then you can also do a knot. And to do a knot, you just want to come out through a hole you've already come out. So right now we'll pull our needle through, pull that thread tight, then we're going to go back in and out through close to that same hole again, making that loop of thread, putting our needle through the loop and pulling it shut. So that knots it in place. So we're just going to keep doing that all along the bottom. And you're just going to keep doing that until you run out of thread and have to rethread your needle. So when you're running low on thread, you just want to do a couple of those knots on top of each other, and then you can cut off your thread and rethread your needle. We'll cut off a new piece of thread, hole in the needle, pull it through until the ends meet at the bottom like that. So when you start sewing again, you're going to start with 3 knots and then just sew all along. So don't pull your thread all the way through, back through the same holes, creating that loop of thread. Pull your needle through, and there, that knots it in place. And you can do it about 2 or 3 times. Might as well do 3 to make it nice and secure. So we're just now going to keep sewing all along this bottom until we get to the end. So now we're almost at the other side. Just keep having that hem nice and rolled for you as you sew, and do knots along the way. And we're just going to do a couple more stitches. Remove our last pin. And now all along here we're just going to do those knots. Out through the same hole or close to the same hole and pull it tight like that. And now you can cut off your thread and needle. You can see on the other side you don't even see those stitches. And now when you're all done, it looks like this. Gorgeous. Nice and short and cute. Thank you so much for watching Cinderella Sew, and I'll see you soon. Peace.